Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Jane. So today we're in my studio again, and remember my double-sided wrap top episodes 1, 2 and 3? Well, today, you guessed it, it's episode 4. So yes, episode 4. So today I am going to be working on it again. I want to tweak it because it wasn't perfect. And if you remember episode 3, I will show you in a minute, my wearable toile, but it needed some adjustments to it. So I'm going to do that today, and I'm going to make another one. Show you the fabrics that I've chosen to make today's. If you're wondering what's on Mabel, I have to share with you, this is the Dixie dress and the long sleeves I've been working on. So this is ready to be published into my next sewing pattern with different lengths, so 2 types of sleeves. And yeah, so I thought I'd share it with you. I've just made this the other day out in the wide world for you all to download and make yourself. And hello from Geordie, as usual. So I'll quickly put the wrap top on Mabel so you can see. I'll just take the Dixie dress off. It's a little bit creased, this, because I've been wearing it non-stop. Even though it's not perfect, it's still wearable. And thank you to, I think it was Eva, who said I didn't need 8 buttons to do this, and she was perfectly right. In fact, when I was doing it, and I thought I only needed 4, and then when I tried it on, I thought, no, I'm going to need 8. So I stitched 8 on, but you don't need 8, you only need the 4, like I originally thought. So let me just put this on. So I only needed the 4 buttons, the 2 on the inside and obviously the 2 on the outside, because obviously if you just flip it over, it's still fastened, and the buttons that were inside then become on the outside. So I don't know what I was thinking when I said I needed 8. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to, instead of having 2 different size peplums, I'm going to just take the front peplum and use it for the under peplum too, so they'll both be the same size. I thought, well, if I just use the top peplum for also the under peplum, so they'll be exactly the same. So that's one thing I'm going to tweak. It's a fraction gapey there, but I'm not going to take it in on this one, because I think it's because this pink linen has got quite a bit of stretch in it, so I don't think that helped. So I'm not going to tweak that. It wasn't that much noticeable, so I don't want to tweak it and take a section out when I use these 2 fabrics that I'll show you shortly. Well, I'll show you the fabrics that I've chose. So I've got a little bit left from my shop. I'm selling the baby cord in my shop. If you want some baby cord, I've got a couple of colours left. I've got mustard, burnt orange, burgundy and bottle green left, but I'm hoping to make it in this gorgeous teal. It's one of my colours on the colour wheel, gorgeous colour teal. And also I'm pinching a little bit out of my shop before all this goes. This is also in my shop, this gorgeous turquoise or aqua, or turquoise and like a caramel plaid linen. No stretch, so perfect. And I thought I could have that for the other side because they go really well together. So I'll take to the overhead camera and try and shift my cat, and yeah, let's get some sewing done. Okay, so I'm gonna have to just slide my cat over. So you remember the pieces, there is the back peplum, so I'm not going to touch the back peplum. There is my front top peplum, and then if you remember I had the under peplum, which matched up like that. So I'm not going to use the under peplum, I'm just going to cut the 2, I'm just going to cut 2 front peplums, and I've got my back piece. Not going to touch that, and then I've got my front piece. I've already done a ½ inch adjustment there, so I don't want to adjust it again, and so I'm not going to touch this either. So all I'm going to literally do is make another one with the 2 front same pieces for the peplum and the same for the back, and I think that's all I really needed to do to make it right. So I'll show you the fabric in a little bit close-up detail. So this gorgeous plaid linen, which I thought would be really nice, and then this gorgeous teal baby cord. I can get my cat to move. Right, so it's all pinned in place, but before I sew it, I'm going to put it on Mabel, and just to make sure I don't have any issues like I've got on this one, where obviously the pink, there's more pink than there is floral, and it's pulling like that, so I need to make sure I don't have any excess. And again, this had the stretch in it, so obviously it's stretched and it's created, well, not a very nice effect. So it kind of goes over, so I just need to double check with that one. So I'll just swap this one over. So I can sew the sleeves, and then I'm just getting this right in my head, and then I can sew all the way around, and then just leave a gap at the back, I think, and then when I top stitch it, that will close the gap. So I'll take it off and I'll just trim off that little bit extra, and then I'll sew it all the way up, I think. Right, so sew it up and see what this one turns out like. So it's all sewn apart from a little opening in the neck area. So I'm hoping it'll all pull through, so just trim off the corners. Hope it's worked, fingers crossed. Seemed a bit weird doing the sleeves that way, so I'm hoping this is going to work. But maybe I should have stitched this, because I don't want to overly stretch this, pulling this through. Might need to make a little bit bigger hole actually, I don't want to overly stretch this neckline. Okay, so unpick the sleeves and then fathom it out from there, which is, I don't even know where the sleeves are. I'll have to turn the whole thing through. Maybe I have to sew, leave the sleeves open, sew it all, and then through the gap, go back in through the gap, and then sew the sleeves once it's turned through. Maybe that's the way to do it. We'll fathom it out. So we'll unpick the sleeves. That clearly doesn't work. Right, so they're unpicked. I realised when I was unpicking it that that wasn't going to work. Right, I'll just pull it through this neckline and sew it, press it and sew it up, and then I'll worry about the sleeves afterwards. So we'll pull it through. Right, that was stressful. Need to give it a good press. decide what to do with the sleeves if I top stitch it, because if I top stitch it I won't be able to go back through. So I may just top stitch like I did last time, as long as I've got the fabric lined up. I think I might do it that way. So we'll give it a good press first. So now I'm going to top stitch it, and then I'll deal with the sleeves like I did with the other one. I'll just fold them over 1 centimetre and stitch them. I think I'm going to do it that way. Right, that's it all stitched together except the sleeves. So all I've got to do is sew the sleeves and put the buttonholes in, and then see what this looks like. Right, well, doesn't look too bad on Mabel. So yeah, I'll go and try it on and have a little bit of a recap and see what we all think. So I think it's going to be as perfect as it's going to get. I really do love this one. Apart from this finagling of the sleeves, I have a feeling maybe you could do burrito method. I have no idea. If you know how to sew the sleeves in one go, let me know in the comments box. I would love to know. But it's worked just by top stitching, so it wasn't a problem. You're never going to get that. I've tried to get as clean a line as possible so you couldn't see the under fabric, but on some points you can see a little bit of teal corduroy showing through, and then same on the other side, you can see a tiny little bit of the linen showing through. But I don't mind that because it shows that it's a, you know, it's got another layer underneath. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. And obviously it only needed the 4 buttons. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments box. I wouldn't say it's an easy, well, it is an easy sew. So when you're putting the 2 pieces together, you want both sides to look just as good. It's not like you've got a lining which doesn't necessarily have to look as good. So you have to, I think, take your time and put it together, you know, with a little bit more thought than if you were just lining it. Also, ironing at every stage also helps. But yeah, I get really pleased, love it. Let me know what you think in the comments box. So this is episode 4, and I don't think there'll be an episode 5, not unless you want me to make another one. Also, the peplum, love the peplum now. It's like even both sides. Really pleased. So give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed all the episodes in the double-sided wrap top with peplum saga. Thanks so much for joining me. Thanks as always for your support, and I shall see you on my next sewing video. Bye for now.